Hi guys, so for this video I would like to use some of the old footage. I know my previous videos were a bit shaky, so I did a little quick video on how I created a cheap, easy, quick cell phone stand. So part of what I wanted to do with this previous video that I recorded, I put it up, and when all of the stuff that I mentioned happened, I took everything down. But what I did was I took an old plastic hanger, covered it with, it wasn't exactly jute, but it was a ribbon made out of like jute. And I made this necklace stand where I was able to hang up necklaces, and I put it on the wall. It turned out really cute because that sparkly thing you see, and I'll show you more of it in a moment, is actually a headband. And it's really a pretty headband, and it turned out to be not only a necklace stand but sort of home decor, and I really loved having it and hanging it up so I could see it every day and night. But what I want to do is tell you a little bit more. I have a background in retail visual merchandising, so I am used to building wardrobes, creating outfits. And one of the things that I learned during that time is that a lot of people who have a lot of money, I worked at a really high-end Fifth Avenue store, they don't spend a lot of money on new clothes every season. What they do is they create a basic wardrobe and build upon that wardrobe. So what they'll do is they'll have something, they may spend a lot of money, sometimes thousands of dollars, but then what they'll do is they'll keep building on it and layering and adding new pieces. So they have an extensive closet, but what they do is they have clothing that they wear on a regular basis that they feel comfortable in, that the colors are flattering, and when new items come out from new designers, what they'll do is add pieces. So unlike most of us, we would go out and we'll just buy all of these trendy items and then it sits in our closet taking up space. What these people would do is they would give away what they're never going to wear or what isn't flattering or doesn't fit anymore. But when they add items, they use the word curate. They curate their closet, meaning they add pieces that will fit into their existing wardrobe and expand their choices. Instead of having to go into your closet and pull out everything to find something that will work, they already curated their closet. Think of it like a museum where they sort of selected their best pieces and then they add things that will work with those best pieces. So what I want to do is show you some items, and I'll give you a little bit of information about these items so that you'll understand what I mean by curating your wardrobe and how you can make your wardrobe seasonless. Some of you are old enough, like I am, to remember switching out your closet based on the season. So you would pack away your summer. I still kind of do this, I just have to say that. You pack away your summer items and bring out your winter fall items. But what these people will do is they use layering as a way of expanding their wardrobe. So they'll start out with a piece that might be a summer piece, and then they'll layer it with something else. Maybe it will be a thick, chunky sweater. Maybe it's a jacket. Maybe it's a blazer. This season, it seems like they're going to introduce a lot of layering of vests and heavy wool jackets and chunky sweaters on top of things. So you can do that with your own wardrobe, and I'm going to show you how. So in this footage, what you'll see is that I found these great boots. Oh my goodness, they're like a cognac color, and I found it at Goodwill. Really cheap. They weigh the clothes, so you're not paying per item. And I coordinated with a bag that I bought. So I bought that bag, I bought this jacket, I bought this shirt. And what I'm showing you is how you can make a wardrobe out of pieces that you thrift, that you find at Goodwill, out of maybe hand-me-downs. Their hand-me-downs are perfect for this type of wardrobe building. So I bought everything but I thrifted the boots. And these boots aren't an exact match to the bag, which actually makes it even more stunning. You don't want it to be matchy-matchy. And so what I'm showing you in this little collage is that you can even take other boots. These are a different pair of boots. These are more like cowboy boots. And you can see how I use layering. In this picture, I'm showing you how you can take a simple top with jeans This is more of a summer outfit, but you can take that same outfit and pair it back for winter to winterize it with the jean jacket, draw a jean jacket over it, and wear a pair of different pair of shoes with it. So you don't have to keep changing your wardrobe. I mean, it's fun to go out shopping, but it isn't fun when you're spending a lot of money on things that you don't really love and your closet is full of just stuff. Curate your wardrobe. Find a way of making your wardrobe work for you. And I just want to go over some of this again with you. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. The idea isn't to make everything perfect. The idea is to take what you have and curate it. Find the pieces you love. Find what you really find fascinating and wear those pieces. And wear them all the time. Wear them. Make those your staples. And then add to them. Add pieces that will work back with it. So as you can see when I was telling you with these pieces, and I'm just going to pause this for one moment for you guys. Make sure my camera is picking up everything I wanted to pick up. Again, as I mentioned in the previous video, this is all a work in progress. We're going to have things that work better than others. But I wanted to go back to what I mean by curating. So I feel really comfortable in this outfit. This outfit is so comfy, it's big, it gives me enough space to get everything done. You know, I can move around in it and I don't feel like I'm wearing a costume. So what I would do with this is I add pieces to it. So I would add a jacket to it. I would put it with a different pair of shoes. And that's how you transition from summer to fall, to winter, to spring. So this is why this piece is so comfortable for me. And like as I'm showing you in the video, I'm wearing it with a pair of like boat shoes. You don't have to wear it with boat shoes. You can wear it with anything else. You can wear that with flip-flops. So back to going through the wardrobe. So we're talking about transitioning. Don't worry about being matchy-matchy. It isn't, you know, the goal isn't for everything to match. I'm going to pause it right here. The goal isn't for everything to match. You can see what I did was tones of this cognac color, tones of this rich color. And you can see how this would be a great outfit for fall, but in the winter, instead of using the jean jacket and the top, you'd wear a chunky sweater with it. So you have the bag, you have the boots, and a chunky sweater. You could also make it so that you wear the layering pieces that you see coming out this fall and winter. So you would layer it with a top, a vest, a jacket, a wool blazer. The bag, you can then move on from wearing it with boots to wearing with a pair of dressy shoes. And the key to one of the good things about this is that once you start to curate your closet and everything starts to work together, you don't have to think. All you have to do is pull things out. And some people like same colors, you can do same colors. So as I was mentioning with curating your closet and being able to just pull out things from your closet, you are able to, when you have this type of wardrobe, pick what flatters you. You pick colors that flatter you. And these are colors, I call these like your warm colors. If you prefer the cooler colors, then of course go with the cooler colors so that you're not wearing something that doesn't flatter your skin tone. One of the other things that I noticed about the people who would shop at these high-end stores is they would come in and they would ask us for opinions. They weren't afraid of saying they didn't know. So if you are someone who you're not really sure what are the best colors for you, go into these type of stores. A lot of times you don't even have to buy anything, make a purchase. Of course, the stores prefer that you do, but you didn't always have to. You could just go in, ask questions, and a lot of times the people who work there, we knew that someone might not be interested in buying at the time, but we still helped them and treated them like regular customers, because those are the customers, we call them sort of like aspirational customers. Those are the customers who will come back when they can and make purchases because you built a rapport with them. And so that's the point. You don't have to have a lot of money to dress and wear the clothes that you look good in. It's not really about fashion. It's not about being trendy. It's about finding your style and making it personalized. And if you need help doing that, the best thing to do is to go into a store, go into a boutique, ask questions, and more than likely, when you get that little extra money, you'll go back to that same store, that same individual who helped you, and spend that money with them because you've built a rapport with them. And then they'll start telling you when sales are coming up and when new items are coming up. So it's best to build your closet and your wardrobe that way. You don't even have to do it at high-end stores. I'm giving you that scenario. But another scenario is you go to any store. I found some great pieces at Target or, at Kmart. And again, since I'm not building a whole wardrobe from those items, I'm using it to add to my collection. Again, think of it like a museum collection. You're adding to your collection. Those items become items that you can switch in and out of. Sometimes, most of the time, those items may not be something that you wear all the time, but again, it works with what you have. Another cool idea is you can take a bag like this, and if you want to change it up a little bit, tie a scarf or a ribbon around it. So you have a different look. You're making the bag part of your wardrobe. It becomes a staple. It's like your favorite pair of shoes. So you're taking that bag, you're putting a little scarf on it, changing it up a little bit. Most of us, we don't have a wardrobe where we can keep buying something new every season, but what we can do is add little pieces. So if you can't buy anything new this winter, and a lot of us can't, if you can buy like a little scarf or something with a splash of color. Some of the colors that are coming in this season are these bright fluorescent, almost fluorescent greens and bright yellows and bright purples. If you can't afford to add that to your wardrobe, don't worry about it. It won't make a difference. But what you can do is when you can afford to add a splash of color, instead of going out and buying something big like a jacket or coat, buy just a scarf, buy just a top, buy something small. Sometimes you can even get that sort of splash of color in a piece of costume jewelry. A lot of times they have these necklaces that will have a splash of color, and you can add that to your wardrobe to sort of build on what you have already without spending too much. You can go into a trendy store and buy a piece. It doesn't have to be a big piece like a sweater or a jacket. It could just be, sometimes you could do a little layering with a tank top. Use your imagination, use your creativity. There is no right or wrong way to build a wardrobe. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. See you soon.